Alrighty. Let's boogie. I can taste it in the air, chat. It's another beautiful day. Hope you're doing well wherever you're calling in from, because we are mid-diamond, and I think today we're going to take Mythic. If we get into Mythic this early, we're going to be really well positioned to hold a good ranking this season, which is my goal. So, the deck we're going to be on today is once again Simic Omniscience. I think no one on ladder right now is playing around Omniscience. It seems pretty free, in my opinion. So, let's see how far we can take it. Shout out to Turd Gobbler. I just got off his stream watching him play a little bit of ladder. So if you're looking for more content, absolutely check him out. But without further ado, I say we just dive right in, honestly. White or blue spells for our quest today as well. I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, I'm praying for a nice and fair game for my first game of the day, please. Be kind to me. We have like a bunch of interaction. I think we'll keep it. Analyze the Pollen always comes in so clutch in this deck. Like, it fixes me for my lands, or I can use it to go get Kona. Alright, we got Cauldron game 1. So be it. See, we're probably going to have to counter something this turn. I do not want to see FOMO. It's the easiest counter spell of my life. We'll probably consult the star charts next turn as well. There's VV. I don't think I'm too worried about VV just being played blindly. He can't do anything else with it. Ew. Well, I guess we're grabbing the land. There's Kona. We live? Oh, yeah. Welcome to the stream again, Drac. By the way, I've got a fully written out script to send your way, potentially, if you're interested. I was doing a little bit of work on the weekend. What do we bin here? I think we bin a... Oh, Island is kind of greedy. We'll bin the Unauthorized Exit, because it arms Analyze the Pollen. Because next turn we'll use Unauthorized Exit again. And that'll get us to 8. Okay, you can lose this. If he's going to tap out, I'll just send this to his... I'll just send this home. No thanks. Hopefully this completely bricks his turn too. Which sets up Kona. And that is the key, people. The name of the game is to create space for us to Kona. So we'll do this now. This is the last week you'll have spare time until end of October, but you'll have to... Then you'll have me for 4.5 months. Oh, that sounds sick. Alright, cool then. So would you prefer I send it to you tonight then? Because I can do that. Hell, I might even be able to do it live. I've had a genuine consideration to do that. I think that could be a lot more interesting to do it. For context, the video is about why tonight or tomorrow works for me. Okay. So I could let it rip here, but I don't want to. If I had Omniscience in my hand, I would. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try and slap VV. Yeah, because he just lets it rip again. Alright, opponent's doing another setup turn. So we're going to go for draw 3, I think. Alright. So we hit the Omni. And we hit a Meringue. Alright, we're on, fellas. We are on. I gotta get back in the groove here of when to combo. And here's Omni. I might go for unauthorized exit here, because I want to surveil. Oh no, I should have saved it, actually. Oh well. Because I could use it to bounce the dragon. As a rusty play, but I think we should be fine here, unless we get, like, mega punished. But we'll find out in a hot second. Draw 2. We're still good. Put Kona in the bin. So we can analyze the pollen now for the dragon we need here. Oh, we hit it anyway, so that's not a problem then. Alright, that's GG then. I don't think I need the 4th one. He'll probably scoop in a hot minute here. Opponent's just going to watch me solitaire him to death, I suppose. There's the last meringue. Stock up, lovely. I'm looking for my counter spells. That's literally all I'm looking for at this point. So this is a loop now, because I can just continually bounce a dragon home and also get infinite life if I want to. Hey Vane, good to see you again. We're going well. We're on our Mythic grind, and the Is It Cauldron Menace is no match for us, as you can see. And in this matchup, unauthorized exit switches for 2 annuls and some graveyard hate. Conveniently, the graveyard hate also hates out artifacts, so it works really well in our favor, honestly. Yeah, hell yeah. For your context, Drac, if I do, like, because I am thinking about doing a little yap tonight about what makes a good Magic set versus a bad Magic set. Because Spider-Man's come out and everyone's kind of universally shit on it. So I'm thinking maybe we do a little prezzo about why Edge of Eternities, the set before it, is a good set. Even though it was like a hat set, right? Like, everyone, when Edge was revealed, was so pessimistic about it. Like, all I saw were, oh, hat set, Space, Bellerin. We gotta have that conversation. Dude, it sounds like it's like a parental intervention when you word it like that. But yeah, if we want, I'll see how people feel. I can record it off stream too. I just feel like if I do it live, people can actually like go back and forth with me. Yeah, that's smart. All right, I'll record it through Twitch as well. That's a good call. That's using your brain right there. So we want to go find blue mana here. All right, well, he's doing the Is It Cauldron opener. I don't think it's greedy to wait another turn before I consult the star charts, to be honest. Because Kona can come down and bring in a dragon on turn 4 if he chooses not to respect it. We're only just going to get our ass beaten by 6/6. He's got the opening that he needs here. Yeah, he's just going the high aggro opening. Alright. Sure. Let's hold open some mana. If we lose this game, we're not too bothered. Oh my god. Man is about to cook me. Yeah, so that's lethal. There's literally nothing I can do about that. I just die here. That's like the optimal opening against my deck. Like band for band. But he has to be going first to do that. So we're not too bothered. Like, that's what winning game 1 is for, to let him have that. Ooh. Bro had the god hand. Yeah, no, you really did. That was, like, seriously nutty hand there from him. Put that back in. Oh, see? Much better. I would hold a null, but I really want to hit the next land drop. Yeah, okay, cool. It's probably a stock up. That sounds crazy, I'm sure, to some people, but it genuinely might be stock up. Because we won't have the 3 mana to play it when it will matter most. There's FOMO. If it's VV, we need to hold up a null. Alright. See what we draw here. Okay. Lost in the Maze? No. I think we've been a null now. Turn 2 is when a null is most powerful. Like, because a null's purpose in Is It Cauldron is to hit all of the targets. Alright, we need to respect that now, unfortunately. So I've got to hold Dispelling Exile here. See if he goes for the Cauldron play. No Marco. Yeah, there's the Cauldron. I don't think he'll have a counter to deal with this with 1 mana. Yeah, unfortunately he's going to Delirium me here, though. So we're going to take 2 extra. And we're going to need to hold Lost in the Maze to stun this next turn. Meringue River region on 6 is starting to look more and more likely like our way forward. Alright, we don't shock ourselves. He's not going to be able to attack with another creature most likely next turn. So we're going to throw all our mana into Lost in the Maze next turn. Plus, we feign we have another counterspell in our hand here, just in case he has the second Cauldron. The scariest card here is Profts. Let's see what opponent does here, though. There's FOMO. That's going to make one of the Marcos bigger, I guess. Floodmore. I'm wondering if he has Spell Pierce. Alright, I think we got to play into the counterspell here. We don't have the luxury to not. Nice. That's good for us. So that slows him down a little bit. And then this, I think we just slam the dragon here. Disdainful Stroke is a thing. He doesn't have it, though. Man, we'll just send these back to his hand to stall him out. Next turn we'll have 7 mana, so we can stock up into Kona if we need to. But we'll have to wait and see what he does here. He's holding something. Come on, opponent. The best part is he can't tap these creatures to harmonize, too. I could tap the dragon here to give it hexproof, but genuinely, I think my best out is to keep the dragon here to defend in case he has some haste nonsense. Alright, no Cauldron yet. He can Cauldron me this turn. There's 2 VVs in the grave now. Here we go. Alright. So it's seeming likely then our out is to simply win next turn if he's going to do this now. The card we need to avoid him hitting here is Profts, because it's going to give him 1/1 counters to spread. Hopefully he has to use that Marco mana now. No, he's going to tap that. Alright. Yep, so he's got 8 more to play with here. No Profts, please. That's the card we need to avoid. He can't send that Meringue River Regent back to my hand, or else I'm just going to kill his combo by bouncing Cauldron back next turn. Though having said that, he's got multiple VVs in the grave, so it won't actually stop him. Alright. So he does run Spell Pierce. That doesn't matter anymore now, though. He's looking for Profts. He's got to be. So we need to do stock up into Kona. Stock up needs to hit Kona and Omniscience. Alrighty, chat. Wish me luck. Well, that's neither of them. Alright, sure thing, game. I don't think there's an out then. Yeah, he's gonna win here. That sucks. Is it Cauldron doing its thing of unearned victories? Yeah, this won't make a difference, sadly. GG, buddy. Ugh. There's the, that right there, it is a demonstration of why it's tier 0, by the way, because it has that X factor where they can kind of stumble into a win. Like, you can lock them out of a game, but there is, like, a series of conditions that they will just hit as an inevitability. And all you can do is really delay it. Like, they just need to get a VV in the graveyard and draw into Cauldron at some point. And, like, I counterspelled them. I stunned the creatures to slow down the aggro. Like, it was a slow curve for me in Simic Omniscience there. Like, there are games there where I definitely win even if he has that line, basically. That's all you can really do. Like, you kind of just have to play the best you can with how the game plays out. Like, did I make the best plays there in spite of my opponent solitaring me? I think so. And, like, if you do that, you can't be mad. Like, yeah, I'm disappointed I lost some points off that, but... Holy hell, this man is plat 4. His MMR has to be cooked. Either that or I'm in Cauldron queue. Which, for the record, I don't think is a real thing, but... humor me. If he plays Is It, it's Cauldron queue, and we're in it, guys. Starting town? Oh, he's on Mice. Cool. Alright. I don't really have an answer to this, so I just gotta pray my opponent isn't gonna, like, kill me on turn 3, I guess. Oh, amazing. We love to see the slow roll. I'm going to stock up next turn, hey, so I guess we'll just do this. Because normally I would consult the star charts to 3, but I'm going to play stock up next turn, so... There's Mabel. So he knows I don't have a counter spell now. Alright, so our goal here is now to combo on 4. So we need to get every tool we can here to be able to do it. And I do not want to shock myself if I can avoid it. So I'm going to play Beast here. There's an Omni. Alright, we have combo. So now it's entirely dependent on opponent letting us solitaire him. I'll discard the land. Opponent has the power here to not tap out and deal with my board next turn. But it's just a matter of if an aggro player is actually going to not spend all their mana. I'm going to say, given the fact this guy's plat 4 versing me, his MMR's good, so I don't think he'll tap out. Okay, never mind. What do I know? Alright, sure, dude. I guess he might not have had an answer. Oh, he could have Torch. Torch the tower does it here. I'm dead next turn, so I've got to play it here. He's got to have Torch, right? It's got to be Torch, pitch the Iron Crag. Iron Crag. Alright, it's on the stack. We're doing it. I guess it'll be Dragonstorm first. I suspect he's got Burst Lightning then, and he's going to use it to hit Nem. Just in case, I'm going to play the second Omni. Alright, I think we should have the win here. We'll have to, like, Mega Brick to not get the win here. So this is where he'll play Burst Lightning, but it should be redundant. He's going to Burst Lightning his own Nemesis here. Like, we don't mind having our healing turned off, because we're just going to counter everything in play, basically. And you know what? Just to hit it home, I'm going to send this back, actually. Oh, hey, look at that. Yeah. So, analyze the pollen. If we didn't hit the dragon there, would have found a Meringue River region as well. Now we put in the Tutel. We want to leave Lost in the Maze in the deck. We probably take Bloomvine region out. And I like to take one stock up out as well. Because interaction is kind of king in this matchup. Or else I'm going to get run over. Yeah, keep it. We just draw lots of cards, and we have Lost in the Maze here to stem him if we need to a little bit. Lost in the Maze is like a hard block on red-based aggro for them to be able to deal with Kona. It creates too many obstacles. So there's Kona. We need a Planet Land and an Omni. And then we're good. Uh-oh. That's a fast open. Alright, Dragonstorm to draw, please. There's our Planet Land. I'm going to bin Kona here, because I want to put evidence in the bin for Analyze the Pollen. And then next turn we have to... We have to get the Planet Land in at some point. We're dead next turn if we don't play Lost in the Maze. We might be dead anyway at this point. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do here. He's hit me with the Manifold Mouse Opener. He's got a very aggressive start, going first. That's the thing that undoes this deck. I mean, yeah, even if I stun this, I'm dead. I won't show him I have Lost in the Maze. That's information I don't need to give him this game. It might not matter in the grand scheme of things, but it's probably better that I just hold that. It's not a card you really expect to see. Alright, turtle opener, please. I'm ready for the turtle. The 1 mana 0/5. Absolute behemoth of a card in this matchup. Does its job perfectly. There's a world where maybe I go up to 3 turtles, maybe. Just because it's like such a night and day difference when you have the turtle against a deck like that. It would soak up so much damage from him. Like those 2-power double strike mice wouldn't even be able to get through it. Alright, going first, though, against aggro is a huge advantage for us. We just got to pray for a reasonable start. Well, there's Omni and a planet. So this hand only needs a Kona to go off. So we'll get the planet down early, and we can shock these in later if we do need the mana. Hired Claw, sure. Well, we're not going to get hit by Manifold Mouse, at least, here. Alright, well, easy counter. Hopefully we draw something kind of spicy here. That's an Omni. Not the greatest, but acceptable. So our line here could be Meringue River Regent, discard an Omniscience to analyze the Pollen. Since we have 2 Omnis in hand here. Opponent is holding open mana here as well. Yep, alright, so we'll chill. Opponent is 100% scared of Kona. Unfortunately, because we have to shock ourselves there, he can make the Hired Claw just bigger. Final one of the game after losing 6 matches in a row. What is this matchmaking? Hey, grats, man. What do you want today, actually, out of curiosity, Vane? Let him have this. Alright. And we will discard Omni. Oh, the turtles are here, guys. Let's go. We'll bin Omni, and we will. Oh, and we'll go get Kona, and that way we're set up now. Alrighty. Tutel is here. Historic. Yo, I mean, what deck on Historic are you on? What's Pioneer called in Arena again? It's called Explorer or something, isn't it? Dude, the turtle is his worst nightmare. Does he just shoot lightning at me? Yeah, okay. Sure. Sheltered by ghosts? I'm just gonna send that to your hand, buddy. The worst part is, if he taps out here, he knows he's getting coned, so he won't. And that can go to the bottom. He'll probably pass here, out of respect. Now we just need to find something that can actually get us there. One more land means that a counterspell can protect Kona, but right now that's not what we need. Emberheart Challenger. I think I'm happy to just block this thing. Do we send this back to his hand for the Surveil 1? I think we do. The card... We need to see cards and just go through our deck. Nope. I'm looking for a card draw card. Like that. Alright, now we'd like to see a land and a dragon. Ooh, Lost in the Maze though, guys. We'll do this. Okay, so here's how we're going to play next turn. Lost in the Maze is going to come down on his end step. So he can zap me. That's fine. We lose to double zap here then. I don't think he'll go for that though, right? Because he's seen counter magic. Yeah, okay, cool. Lost in the Maze is just going to come down and protect Kona next turn. That's our aim here. Alright. And we should be off to the races here. So Maze comes down, stuns Hide Claw, it's pretty inconsequential. But Kona's going to be protected now. Which means even, which means we'll get Omniscience into play. Shouldn't matter. So I'm thinking if I need to analyze the pollen first because of Get Lost. But if he uses Get Lost here... Nah, I'm gonna do it. Because I want to keep the 2 mana for Consult the Star Chart so I can kick it. So yeah, he can't kill this now. He's going to do the mouse over. Yep, they always do this. Whenever you get Lost in the Maze down, they always mouse over the card. Like, what does this do? That was awesome. So here comes Omni. Analyze the pollen comes down. And we'll just go looking for our dragon. Alrighty. I'm going to send Lost in the Maze back now, because I don't mind Kona dying at this point with Omni on the battlefield. Plus, Lost in the Maze can be used as a protection spell now. If I brick here, the thing that would make me feel secure is a counter spell. And that way I dodge... Yeah, there we go. Oh, I just got my Christmas wish list, guys. We love to see it. So this should mean the game is in our control here now. Because we'll counter them, like, shooting us down with 2 lightning strikes. Or we could counter Screaming Nemesis. So, look, either way, counter spell, we love to see it. Though Aegis Turtle is, like, an excellent target for eating Nemesis. Since it can comfortably block the Nemesis and doesn't increase the damage I take. I think opponent is wondering if he needs to kill Kona. Okay, we need a counter. I think opponent's gone for the Rage Scoop. Every time I play this deck, people rage scoop on me, I swear to God. Oh, he's here. Never mind. Bin. At this point, I don't think it matters, that land, anymore. Even though Consult the Star Charts would go one deeper, I don't think it matters that much to us. We have the Infinite here. We can just infinitely draw cards from our deck now with 2 Meringue River Regents, because we can just keep playing Dragonstorms over and over again. That goes for infinite life gain as well, if you have the Green Dragon. We have 1 of it in this deck, though. We'll keep Analyze the Pollen. It lets us find a card. We do not need that anymore. Lovely. So our board state here is basically to assemble an army of Meringue River Regents and a bunch of counterspells. So we just have a board that kills him next turn, and he can't play any cards. And we have 2 counters in our grave right now, so we want to find our second counterspell if we can. This can come in tapped, and that way Consult the Star Charts now has a extra target to hit as our next counterspell. So those are our 2 counterspells, which means now all we want is some life gain. It'll really twist the knife here. Oh, I grabbed the wrong creature. I don't think it matters, though. Because I'm just going to find an event. It's like an inevitability that I find it at this point. Dragonstorm. Now we'll grab the exit. Just gonna dirtle through my deck. The opponent is a trooper for letting me play through this, honestly. Either that or he just, like, refuses to believe he's lost. Could be either at this point. Where is our green dragon? Sure. We have 15 cards left in the deck. Consult the Star Chart should get us there. Still nope. Fine. Analyze the Pollen it is. Wait, where's the green dragon? Did I discard it? Really? Hello? When did I send it into egg? Where is it? Am I blind? I must have taken it out of the deck, I guess. Alright, sure. That's weird. Alright, then we'll just jam the board with dragons then, I guess. So I was thinking I gained... Oh, yeah, I did take it out, didn't I? I was thinking I'd gain infinite life, but... We'll just do this, I guess. You know what I reckon opponent's got? I reckon he's got, 2 burn spells, and he's just counting on me not, having an answer for them. Because that's the only way he'd let me, like, keep playing this, right? Gotta be. I think he's having, like, a whiplash. Oh, is it my turn? Can I play the game? You don't need to apologize, Vayne. You're good, dude. I mean, there's literally no reason not to. That is amazing. Dude, the turtles, taking one for the team. Alright, GG, buddy. We got there. Ah, he doesn't even let me hit him in the face for the win. Aggro players can be so rude sometimes. Honestly. Doesn't let me combo on turn 4. Alright. I think we can hit Mythic today. We've been pretty unimpeded on this climb, if I'm being honest. I think I've been, like, playing ladder for about a grand total, I want to say, of 4 hours this entire second. We're a week in, and I'm already halfway through Diamond. Yeah, Vane, never feel like you need to apologize, by the way, my dude. You're more than welcome to lurk. We're a lurker-friendly zone here. The only cost to lurk in this chat is a humble follow to the Jerry stream. Which, I believe you've already paid in full. So stay as long as you like, buddy. How was that self-plug? I'm still working on it, guys. Was that a good one? What's this? I can't even tell yet. Simic, maybe? I'm glad it worked, baby. I'm gonna take Zamada's follow as a sign of my marketing tactics working. Also, welcome to the stream, Zamada. Good to have you, buddy. I never took you for a magic enjoyer. Alright. What are we against? Ugh. Is this like some kind of unipile? Abzen? No, it's Simic. Nah, I have no idea what I'm against, so I guess I'm just gonna press on and try and combo him. There's Omni. I already got an Omni in my hand, though. I gotta discard down. Ew. We'll chuck a Lost in the Major. Stays through the combo scoops before damage. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. You might be onto something there, Space Cowboy. Some people, like, will concede to you as, like, an act of power. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, I concede because I'm taking control. And they, like, will make you prove they've beaten you, or you've beaten them before they concede. I've versed people in paper who are like that. It might be one of those kinds of players. That's the only explanation I can think of. I would like a planet land. That would be pretty cool. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of killing me. Yeah, that's how I see it too. That's genuinely how I see it as well. Alright, Roiling's Dragonstorm can go in the bin. Analyze the Pollen is seeming more and more likely like it's going to go get a planet land at this point. It's yours, buddy. Okay, what is he playing for 6 mana? Okay, he must have a counterspell and he wants to protect this bad boy. I only scoop when the win is inevitable. I don't want to waste either of our times. No, I'm with you there, dude. I don't know why anyone would want to do anything else. I'm gonna consult. I don't want to. I want to stun that if I can. There's a planet land. All right, so we're Kona away now, which we can try and look to do next turn. So this deals combat damage. You may exile it and transform. Each opponent discards a... Oh, pfft. Sure, buddy. If I go get Kona with this, is that too telegraphed, do we think? Screw it. We're doing it. What's he gonna do, huh? Counter it? What's the worst that could happen here, chat? Yeah, that's right. We live in a counter-free spell... A counter-spell-free world. He just wants to flip his guy. He wants to hit me with this and turn it over. And to that we say, no thank you. Get stunned, idiot. Awaken the Honored Dead. I guess that's going to hit the maze here. So we need to look for counter magic then. That's how we're going to protect Kona against this menace. We'll stock up, see what he does to this. I would like a counter spell, please. Or a Cavern of Souls would be even cooler. That's a cavern. Guess we'll take more card draw. And we can only really spend 2 more mana this turn, so I guess we'll play the Planet Land of Pass. So my theory is this guy's just holding a handful of interaction. So we needed to put Kona down and protect him. This will be telling. Okay, never mind. He just milled like lands and a card that everyone puts in their graveyard. Oh, dude, a counterspell. There's no way he can remove Kona and get through a counterspell with 3 mana left. I'm begging you. Alright, well, he's got his land. Oh, please, game. I'm begging you for a counterspell. A counterspell is a win instantly here. Alright, we go 6 cards deep. Surely we're going to find a counterspell here. I believe. None of these are counterspells, game. What the hell? Now we're going to draw one. Okay, never mind. Never lucky. What do we do then? Alright, in that case, our play is going to be Kona, and then we bounce him back to our hand when he tries to remove him, I think. So if he only has a counterspell in his hand, he won't be able to stop Kona now. But I suspect he's got removal. But this is like the check. This is us testing the waters here a little bit. Is it happening? Surely not. He's just gonna, like, destroy this thing, right? So this is where the counterspell would have been the game winner right there. So we'll send this home now. We don't need that. We need counter magic. Unfortunately, this card here is going to get to transform. And he has a ton of mana. So if he ends our career here, then we got generationally unlucky, I'm going to say. It's in his grave now. Overlord? Alright, sure. So this just becomes... So this becomes a 7/7 when it flips, eh? Alright. Man, I so wish I had that counterspell. I think he's a Bringer of Last Light deck, like a combo deck. But he hasn't found his like, key piece. That's my theory right now. Meringue River region. I guess he's just going to play that on my instep. He wouldn't just play that now, would he? Because it'd tap him out. Alright, taking 8. Alright. Hey, going to bed to keep you up on viewership. Happy streaming. Thanks, Baboon. Appreciate you, man. Breeding pool's useless at this point. Alright, we have to win next turn, which is very possible. Especially if opponent... he only does that if he doesn't have removal, I feel. So we might be good. Like, he could cast that on the end of my turn. There's no reason for him not to, unless he's looking for a card to play. Oh boy. Guys, I don't feel so good. Where's my counter magic? Where is it? I didn't draw any of them in the top half of my deck. Alright, well, if he's got it, he's got it, and we lose game 1. But we've got 2 more games on him, so... Let's find out. Do we get to win, or do we lose horribly here? Hey! I love this game, chat. How good is Magic the Gathering, guys? Honestly. And he scoops it up. What an absolute robbery of a game that was. I love it. Heritage Reclamation's pretty good against him here, I think. Same with Cease and Desist. We want to deny his graveyard interaction. He's got a little something going on there. Unauthorized Exit probably swaps out for something a little more meaningful. I'm probably thinking the Rizzler. Let's try the Rizzler. The other thing we can try in this matchup is Oko. I kind of do want to do Oko. He's kind of fun. Oko is one of my pet cards. I don't think it's 100% optimal to put him in a deck like this, but he's so good against black-based mid-range that tries to, like, V-end your Meringue River Regents. He just gives you a little bit of extra oomph, you know? Plus, he gives you kind of like a Dirtle play, where if your opponent is just holding up interaction, you can just get him in and just start making elks and drawing cards. People slept on Outlaws of Thunder Junction Oko. I think he's actually one of the best Planeswalkers in Standard right now. What kind of mid-range? The based kind, dude. Didn't you hear me? We're not doing this. We're not doing this in this stream, Drac. I'm watching you, buddy. Actually, Drac, you know you're around Twitch. All right, I got a question for you. I was watching a friend of the stream, Turd Gobbler, earlier today, and he had this cool little message bar down the bottom that was showing YouTube and Twitch chat. Okay, got it. It looked like a cool little plugin. I'm guessing that's something I need to be an affiliate to have. Every day I get more and more evidence that I should turn on affiliate, but I'm not there yet. Don't do it? It's against TOS? Oh, seriously? Is it because it's like YouTube as well? Do they not allow that? I didn't know. It looked kind of cool. Damn, YouTube audience being discriminated against. They don't enforce it? Oh, okay. I mean, I don't want to, like, get TOS'd, though, if I can avoid it. Why did I keep this hand? Hang on a minute. This hand sucks. Opponent's going like a slow deck, right? So I'm sure it's fine. I think this is just like Sultai self-mill mid-range. Yeah, we're just going to play tap lands for the first 4 turns, opponent. Don't mind us. Glob. Any globbers in the chat, guys? That's pretty good. Then they better ban all their partners. Yeah, okay. That's interesting. Oh no. He globbed. He globbed me. Hang on, he's playing creatures. That's not good for me. That's like terrible for me. We'll just chill. We'll probably just use Meringue River region on his end step. Oko is not a good play here because he has 2 creatures and they'll always kill him. That's sad, unfortunate. Oh, what's this? He wants to surveil. Okay. I mean, I'm very happy to take 2 less damage. So that suits me just fine. Let's see if he counters this. Ooh. Okay. Operation Find Counter Magic now. Once again. Go Beast. Yeah, alright. There's a counter magic. We love that. And there's Meringue River region. Oh, but guess who didn't go and get a basic land like a fool? This guy. Oh, and I got a discard down too. Oh, that was silly. Okay, what are we discarding, guys? I think we're discarding Heritage Reclamation here. And something else. Ugh. Maybe... Oh, but I want to play Oko for the card draw, guys. I think it's Poland and Heritage. Because next turn we need to slam the island down and protect Kona with a counterspell. We get to actually do the thing I wanted to do last game. Damn, Glob is, like, getting some value. Okay, I'm taking 5, it looks like. I'm taking 5 damage, I fear. Oh, please tap out. Make my day. Oh. Alright, well, 2 mana's not going to be enough to win the game and stop me from cornering, right? Who is this? Look at target's opponent, top cards, exile 2 of them face down. Oh, this is Black Cat. Sure, dude. You can exile the top 2 cards. You can exile 2 cards. I don't mind. What does he take from me, I wonder? If I use Analyze the Pollen, I'll get to be able to go through my deck and figure out what he has too. Unless he takes 2 Meringue River regions, I think we're fine. Because, like, outside of that, there's nothing here that he'll take that bothers me. So he picks 2. Alrighty. Combo time. Cavern of Souls means it can't be countered, and then we station it up and we counter his inevitable Shoot the Sheriff he's about to play. Hey, Shoot the Sheriff, how you going? Goodbye, Shoot the Sheriff, nice knowing you. Here's Omni. And let's do the thing. Don't need another land. Do not need another land. Let's find out how many Meringue River regions he took. That's 5. I can take 1 out. Then that's 8. Oh, we have them all. What did he take from me, then? How many Omnisciences? I still have 4 Omnis in my deck. Still have an Oko. I'm missing a stock up. So he took... One of those is stock up. Stock up and Lost in the Maze. It looks like he's taken out of my deck. Cool. Alright. And that's loop. So we'll just send these home. We're not too bothered by this. We don't need Consult. We don't need Lost in the Maze anymore. So now our goal is just to churn through our deck and pick out interaction. And fill it up with dragons. Simple stuff. And because we keep bouncing Moraine River regions with each other, we can infinitely play the Dragonstorm. And opponent scoops it up. Yeah, this deck is ruthlessly efficient. If we needed to, Oko can be an extra elk generator. Or a really good draw 2, discard 2 in a pinch as well. That's kind of his main goal in this deck. He's a threat, and also in combo he can generate us cards. Alright. Liliana avatars. A 95% chance of being mono black. Wait a minute, this hand sucks. I can't play this. I've got no blue sources. This hand is so good if this was blue. Alright, that's better. And we're going to rely on drawing our third land, I think, because everything else in our hand is great. And if he duresses me, I want more ways to draw cards. Golgari. Oh, I haven't seen Malt Tender in a hot minute. Ooh, it's probably a Star Charts here. Because the Dragonstorm is important for us to churn through our deck. And we want to keep the counterspell. So he can't ramp to 3 at least. How do I make a ruthlessly efficient deck without just copying someone else's instructions? Instructions unclear. Drawing a hand with no lands for the 17th time. Copying a deck is half the battle. You need to know how to play the deck. And that includes what hands to keep, what to mulligan, how to sequence your hand. Like, if you just look here, right? Different people probably have different interpretations of how they should play this hand, right? I mean, obviously we're playing the land here because it's the only one in our hand. If I had 2 lands in this hand, I would have played it anyway because I want an untapped land on turn 4. And now I can choose to either play a Dragonstorm or wait until his turn, which is what I'm going to do, to use Consult the Star Charts. Or if he plays like something menacing that's a 3-drop or 4-drop even now because he can do all this, I'll counter it. So I'm keeping my options open, basically. Next turn, I'm going to need to find a land, so my bar for what a big threat is going to be quite high, because I probably want to draw a card. Like, he could play something pretty nutty here. Like, he can play a 5-drop here, potentially. But we're going to find out in a second. Fungus. That's fine. He'll destroy the Dragonstorm with that, probably. Alright. Well, that makes my options easy. So here's a Star Chart turn. An opponent is trying to respect my... I'll get the Regent. Opponent is paying respect to Kona here. Now we have to tap out this turn and you stock up. I will grab probably the Shock. Do we grab Lost in the Maze or Dragonstorm? It's going to depend on if he's the kind of guy who's going to hold the Fungus or use it. And you know what? I think he's going to use the I think he's going to hold the Fungus. Because he wants to use it on Omni. So if we use Lost in the Maze, he's going to have to use the fungus on Lost in the Maze if he wants to deal with Kona. The opponent is not really threatening us with a very aggressive board, so we probably can take our time here. We don't need to, like, combo him as fast as possible. We just gotta, like, guarantee our success, basically, here. Color. Alright, that's an aggressive card. Take 3, I guess? He's just got mana dorks. That's another Lost in the Maze. So, I could consult the star charts here. Kicked. To get my land drop, because I think my land drop is more important than anything here. I think we will. I would like to normally play this on his end step, but I need to play a land this turn. Just because getting to 6 mana is going to be important. There's a land at least. Whoa, dude. I want the Regent so badly. We already got a counterspell. I want a ramp. Opponent is, like, playing so slow. Lost in the Maze is going to be for Overlord, I think, at this rate. Like, he's got a lot of ways to get mana here, but... he needs to speed up his clock, or else I'm going to eventually get over the top of him here. Malt Tender again? This guy is just mana dorks and 1-drops. Is it... this has got to have Venom in it, right? The 3-mana Venom that resurrects a 1-drop? Alright, we're taking 3. Yawn. Do more damage, opponent. Like, again, I'm just not feeling threatened by opponent right now. We'll hold that. Lost in the Maze will stun Overlord on his end step, I think. Unless he plays something that absolutely needs to be addressed. Another one of these. Sure. So he's got, like... oh my god. He's got all this mana to play with, and he's just playing 1 and 2 drops. In fact, all I've seen is basically 1 and 2 drops. Maybe Stormbrood? Nope. Okay, so maybe some kind of sacrifice payoff. Like, I'm not even gonna bother stunning the timeline color. Alright, mana. The Zealot. I don't think I counter this. I think I wait for him to actually play something I need to answer. Alright, I'm gonna put control on here because I want to stun this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we have 8 mana to play with this turn. That means I could play Kona after I draw cards and can still protect him with a counterspell. The problem is this goddamn fungus is here. Okay. Let's try this. What I might do is bring in a Meringue River Regent this turn. So we'll play Kona here. We can protect him with Lost in the Maze and a counterspell. Kona taps here. He's probably waiting for me to bring in Omniscience here. The only problem he's going to have is I'm not going to bring in Omniscience. I'm going to bring in Meringue River Regent. And the 2 targets I should send home. Probably this Malt Tender. He can just play the Zealot and get value out of it immediately. It'll probably be his Mana Dorks to make his life, like, a lot harder. If I send home the Mana Dorks, it's gonna cut off his mana this turn. I want to tap Meringue River Regent to protect it, but I think I need to rely on Counterspell here to do it for me. It's going to slow down his offense a lot to keep an untapped creature here. Has opponent shown he has any removal? He hasn't milled any removal yet. This guy could be some, like, silly all-in mill deck. The thing that worries me is what he's going to do with this Umbral Collar Zealot. He hasn't played in a payoff for all this sacrifice, but if he does, I've got to counter it immediately. So the Timeline Collar is in. Doesn't really concern me. We could just win by playing a ton of dragons here at this point. So what was that he did? Sure. Alright, so we gotta block the 3 damage coming at us here. Oh, no. Alright. So it might seem counterintuitive here to block the Timeline Collar here, rather than this one. But we actually want this to stay on the battlefield so that when we stun it next turn, it won't leave the battlefield. It'll keep it in place for longer. So we'll take 4 here. And Kona is going to go get us the second Meringue River Regent. And try and just set back his clock. Sure. Another Gene Pollinator. So Lost in the Maze could stun his whole board next turn, which would be kind of funny. So this comes down. We'll choose Dragon. At this point, it's inconsequential. But we have 9 mana to play with. That's 7 targets we can stun with Lost in the Maze. Kona can bring in Meringue River Regent. So I think that's our win con here. We tap Kona, giving him hexproof. Meringue River Regent comes in and swings. We'll do the damage. And then we bring in a second Meringue River Regent. Which comes in, and we want to return at least one of the Mana Dorks. Probably Malt Tender so that he doesn't gain life here. And I think I return... No, I don't need to return the Overlord, because I'll stun it. So it's going to be 2 Malt Tenders to cut off his mana, and stop him from gaining extra life by exiling cards from his grave. And these have haste, so he brings them in, so we have to just hard pass here and stun everything next turn. So our goal is stun everything. An opponent has lost a ton of mana just from me constantly taking his toys away from him. So the timeline colors really cook his health too, to do all this. If he plays the second one, his goal is 100% to try and kill me this turn. Which means Lost in the Maze has got me feeling very confident. Alright, another color. That's from his hand, though. That's not the one he warped earlier. Sephiroth. Okay. That's the counterspell target right there, guys. Because if he gets that on the battlefield, he's just going to sacrifice everything and kill me. He scoops it up. Amazing. Alright, cool. Good game right there. Unauthorized exit's not going to hit as hard as we need it to. I think the turtle actually matters here. And then we just want graveyard hit. We don't have too much in the ways of graveyard hit, but this should be good enough. So I've been thinking, tomorrow I reckon I'll do up a nice little PowerPoint presentation. And I want to talk to you guys about why Spider-Man was just a dog water set versus what a good set looks like, I think. I was thinking about doing the Prezzo tonight, but I reckon it'd be better if I gave you guys something to look at while I talked about it, hey? I had the script written up and I was going to do a video about it. But I reckon I want to give you guys the opportunity to chime in and be a part of the video too if you want. I think that could be fun. I do a lot of PowerPoint presentations at work too, so I want to make it entertaining. Hey, this hand's pretty good. We got Kona and a planet, and a few card draw cards to find what we need. An opponent did not duress us on turn 1, so happy days, I say. Alright, here come the mana dorks. There's Omni. Alright, cool. So consult the star charts in stock up are just going to be used to find pieces to bring in with Kona. And Omni, I guess. Does this work? Can you... Oh, you can. I've not really mucked about with the new... This is the Through the Omen Paths board, right? I guess this is the new one. They've still got a lot to learn from Hearthstone. I feel like the boards in Hearthstone were so cool. Like, you could literally interact with everything on the board. Holy hell, dude. This guy just loves to open with, like, a ton of mana dorks. Counterspell, probably? That means we can protect Kona if he decides to hold open mana. Or dragon, yes please. Growing 3 boots. Actually goated board. Oh, I'm trying to remember what set was that board from. That, like, is faintly in my brain. Oh, this hand is... Yeah, alright. I don't think we need 2 counterspells. I don't know why I grabbed the second. I should have grabbed something that would analyze the pollen. Classic Hearthstone. That was the original board? Oh, okay. The jig's up, gang. He has Duress in his deck. No free roll. The best thing about getting Duress, though, is that Analyze the Pollen immediately arms. So, like, it works a little... We make use of it, basically. We find value in him taking the card out of our hand. Sure. Oh, hello. Timeline color. I guess he just slams that down immediately. The Blackrock Mountain board. Yeah, that was cool. That was the one with the volcano in it, right? What was the one where... Was it the The League of Explorers one had like that temple puzzle where if like you press the little pressure plates in the right order, like something happened. It had Raghammer. Ah, cool. Ah, okay. He sacks in that and gets Surveil. There's Roots. That makes sense. That I was wondering if this was a Roots deck. Our opponent said you do not have Omniscience, without realizing that not having Omniscience doesn't mean I don't have a dragon in my hand. Because I'm worried about Sephiroth, I probably bring in the dragon here, and I send the Umbral Collar and Malt Tender back. That was a puzzle on the Blackrock Mountain one? Omniscience is just a resource. It truly is, if you ask me. Alright, here come the Roots, guys. The Zealot? Sure. That's pretty good. That's 2 triggers. Or not? Oh, it's from Exile. Right. I guess he can't swing at me with it, so he just kills it. And he's going to do it again. Oh, I see. It's like a loop. Oh, that's cool. That is a really cool loop. It costs him 2 life to keep doing, though. And bro is, like, praying I don't have a way to... I don't have Omniscience in my deck. So I guess I have to send the plants home. Heritage Reclamation has to destroy that Insidious Roots, actually. Alright, so we do this. We need the island, because we're going to analyze the pollen for our next threat. Which is, can you believe it? It's going to be another Meringue River region. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Does this give it the buff? No, the plants are just that. So we gotta kill this on our turn, because of him just being able to churn out crap. Which we do not want him to do. We'll just go for the lethal next turn, because if we swing with the dragon here, we can set him up for lethal next turn. And we'll remove the plants, because we really just do not want to die to an army of plants. Opponent also, for some reason, let us have that instead of sacrificing them. So, thank you, opponent. Very kind. The noble opponent, Sephiroth. Here's the question, guys. Do we die to Sephiroth? He'll transform here if he wants him to. That's a pretty slick combo. So he sacks him here. Sephiroth on the other side is a flyer, so he can block with it. There's such a cool loop. Dude, Aristocrats players have been wanting something like this for so long. And Golgari is the one that gets it. That's so funny. Poor white-black players. Can't they just have this? If I didn't kill the Roots, I would have been, like, blasted this time. Alright, so Sephiroth transforms here. And puts an emblem into play. Lost in the Maze. Is that lethal? I don't think it's quite lethal. Because he can sacrifice his stuff to Sephiroth here. So I think we don't win, sadly. As good as this looks for me, I'm pretty sure I don't win. So that was 16 damage. He could have sacked his stuff and survived. He had his loop still. Well, that's on him. We'll take it. Alright, that puts us one step closer. We haven't lost a game yet today, for the record. Well, we've lost games. We haven't lost a set, a best of 3 yet. We're kind of cooking them. Also, welcome to the stream, Lord Solvable. Smooth brain. Yeah, that was. I'm pretty sure he had lethal on me there. And he just, like, scooped it up. We can keep this hand, because Analyze the Pollen fixes for blue. One of my favorite things about running Pollen in this deck. This is genuinely... I'm so convinced this is the secret ingredient for Simic Omniscience right now. Oh, pfft. This is a... Ready, that's going to be the first emote of many, I guarantee. This guy is playing Izzet Cauldron with the intent of tilting his opponents. I'm very sorry, Dispelling Exile, but you must go. Cauldron? VV in the bin? Man pitied you, saw the Omniscience, and was like, he needs this win more than me. I didn't even beat him with Omniscience. That's the funny thing. I just beat him down with Dragons that game. Hey, look, it's Omni. Yeah, we'll do it. So Pollen here has to go find the planet land. Not the best feeling, but we have to do it. Because we need to set up for combo. Opponent, watch my opponent not tap out. Surely I'm getting to the point now where opponents, like, I have telegraphed, Omniscience is in my exile. He knows what I'm doing. I guess he has a turn here where he doesn't need to respect me yet, because he knows I have to play this next turn. Oh my god, what is this? So we take 7. Sure, opponent. We'll just play that and pass. Could be an aggro deck. Yeah, it's an Izzet tempo-y deck, I think. They don't... The dedicated Cauldron list doesn't run Storm Chasers normally. Also, how messed up is the Storm Chasers talent borderless, by the way? Look at the way the text floats over the top of it like that. That has been in the game since they first printed these. Also, opponent just tapped out to an Omniscience player. Thanks for playing, I guess. Why? Why, opponent? You can see me. You know I'm Omniscience. All you have to do is hold open into the Floodmoor, bro. He failed the check. How do they keep falling for this? Yeah, this has been in the game since Bloomburrow came out, by the way. Alright, can you beat this? Wait, Guys. I'm a fool. I got so excited. If I lose my first game today because of that, watch him have the removal spell as well. Oh, he's got the Cauldron combo. What's the saying from Slay the Spire? Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. What I was meant to do was bring an Omni and then just go off, but... Opponent is going to... Oh, he loses anyway. That is so funny, guys. I think that's... Dude, I was just BMing the Cauldron player, guys. You don't understand. Guys, you don't understand. It's just BM. Holy hell. That's funny. Alright, well, we have the loop. Oh, Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, got it. I thought it was Slay the Spire. It's Darkest Dungeon. You're right, you're right. I'm sorry to all the Steam heads in the chat that I probably just upset. I checked Untapped the other day and saw a mono black Tiny Bones Corpses of the Lost Egg with 50% win rate. Or is this an outlier? Have you run into skeletons during your run? Yeah, you do run into skeletons every now and again. It is definitely a legitimate deck. It plays like an aggro deck with a few ways to hate out your opponent. There we go, he just skips it. Slay the Spire has no dialogue in it. Oh. Well, you know. Clearly I haven't played that game. I call myself a card game player and I haven't played Slay the Spire. SMH, right? Annul, please. Alright. That was the, that was the sandbag game for him to try and win, right? I didn't misplay. Immediately after, like, talking massive shit about how I hadn't lost, like, a game yet today. Amateur mistake. Well, you need to start a new fundraiser for streamer, guys. 1 follow equals 1 brain cell. Actually, I'll misplay for follows. How about that? You can successfully derail my Mythic climb by following Jerry's stream right now. I think that's too shameless, actually. Ugh. My glasses are fogging up. It's too hot in Australia right now. It's the evening and it's still hot. Average Australian weather, I guess. That's not a keeper, unfortunately. Oh, this is not really either. I guess we will just draw into our answers. Against Is It Cauldron? I have a bad feeling about this game, guys. Oh, Omni number 2? I have a very bad feeling about this game, guys. We don't need to shock ourselves. Scholar, sure. To be fair, if I can discard one of these Omnisciences to analyze the pollen, I'm pretty happy. So you know what? I'm not going to use Analyze the Pollen this turn. Because Analyze the Pollen, if I discard one of these Omnis, will get me the Kona I need. Oh, opponent is terrified, dude. This is the fun part about playing Omni, where opponents become so scared of you winning on turn 4, they just don't play cards. And that's what I'm talking about. So holding Analyze the Pollen here paid off big time for us. Let's see if he stops this. He does not stop that. Alright, now he knows I have it, so he's got to respect it. Next objective is get to 6 mana. I want to keep... oh, dude, seriously? That's really rough to not hit there. No, I've got to go for the land. 6 mana is too important here. I can't just, like, hold up. Brother, we do not hit the land. That's cool, I guess. I guess we go Bloomvine Regent. He's gonna, yeah, clap our cheeks because of that. That is what we call statistical variance, guys. I looked 8 cards deep and found no lands. That's rough. So there's a good chance we're gonna die this turn. See if he lets us have this. He's letting us have it. And we'll hold the counter spell up to try and keep ourselves alive next turn. He's just going to swing at us for 5. Opponent is so spooked, dude. Alright, we'll just hit a card in a grave and draw, I guess. So we got to beat 2 removal spells here. Which you can't do. Unless he... Like, he has to have... I should have named Dragon. Naming Dragon there would have been the smart play. Oy, oy, oy. So Kona comes out here. Dude almost certainly has a Braid and another removal spell, right? I'm trying to think if Meringue River Regent here saves the day. Because I can't bounce Soulstone Sanctuary, but I can bounce Steamcore Scholar. If he has Wild Rush and a removal spell for the Regent, I lose. What's more likely, do we think? Oh, there's so many ways I die if I don't Kona here. Alright, we're doing it. I think... My gut says Kona is correct here. Broadside Barrage. Here is a dragon. Can you beat it? That's counted. But does he have another removal spell? Surely he does, right? Yeah. Oh, no? Double Torch? Oh. Alright, so we would have lost there even if we Meringue River Regented. Just to be clear. Because he would have had Broadside and Torch to get through that. Oh, man. That was a close one. Alright. Going first, though, I think we can win game 3 pretty comfortably here. Having to skip a land kind of cooked us, if I'm being honest. It put us behind a little bit too much on tempo there. Is that you, Sweet? Okay, I think it was. She, like, slammed the door and I, like, jumped. Thought I was getting home invaded for a second. How do we open here? I think it's going to be analyze the pollen to grab an island, I think. And then holding a null next turn. Oh. And we'll go with Island Pass. Ideally, we kind of profits here. He's going to hold. Sure. Then we'll just Shockland Pass. FOMO. I'll counter that. I'll take what I can get at this point. Got Spell Pierce for that? He does. Yes.
Suki cameo
Yeah, there she is.
from the audience.
Uh-huh. They're very much enjoying it. Thank you.
Suki says that was a misplay.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh, oopsie. Sorry, Suki.
Mm.
My cat is criticizing my Magic playing, apparently.
She said she would do better.
Why doesn't she stream, huh?
She finds it difficult with her thumbs.
Okay, very good. There's Vivi. Alright. Let's not, like, lose on immediately, please. I feel like people leave Vivi out here, like, with, like, a big kick me sign. Like, he wants me to remove this, right? Only beans. Yeah, truly. Suki would never.
Only beans?
Yeah.
Who the fuck said only beans?
Who do you think?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell Kate to go back into the hole.
That's not nice. No, we can't tap out. Don't be silly. Oh, profts. No profts. Get out of here. We need an Omni. We are literally hunting for omniscience here. The omniscience hunting stream. I mean, we're happy to keep just taking 3 damage if opponent just wants to sit here. Sure. Anything you want to say to that, buddy? There's Omni, and there's a counterspell. I think we go for it this turn if we can. Oh, actually, no. I think we wait another turn. Yeah, I think we do. We're gonna wait another turn here, I think. What do we discard, though? I think we play Pollen just to get a land for the turn, since we'll probably discard it at this point. Thin the deck out as well, and that way we don't need to discard down. Nice, you played the tap land too. Oh wait, why did I... Alright, we're only taking 3. I don't think this will matter. So he has Spell Pierce, right? So this should be fine. Hang on. Paying 2 here shouldn't be a problem. If he has to tap out to deal with this, we should be able to protect our spell with Exile. So this should be a game for us. Yep, we'll hold. Alrighty, let's get him. So we can beat a counterspell here with Exile. There we go. Nice. Counterspell number 2. Nope. Alright. Old mate's in. And no mana for Tidebinder, so we should be good here. And he's going to do the mouse over Kona again. Into the Floodmoor and Torch the Tower, I guess, can get him out of this one. But that's very narrow. Alright, we're in. We're in big. Sure, opponent. Let's go for consult the star charts then. And there's Dispelling Exile. So the nice thing is, once Omniscience hits the board, we can just hunt for the answers we need as they come in. God, he has just got so much interaction in his hand. He's torching me. Is this a Spite Torch? I guess he wants to deal damage. That's an Omni. Sure, we can bin that. Maybe I should have kept that. Oh, especially with that in the hand. Let's make sure we pick things that deny him Delirium. Oh my god, another Omni, so I guess we'll just do this. Alrighty, we gotta hope we don't get VV'd here, I guess. And we'll deny him this, because we really would prefer him not to get card selection. Alright, we're playing for... Oh, that's playable. That is very playable. That is our loop. Alright, good game, opponent. That'll do it. Analyze the Pollen, once again, comes in clutch. Gotta go to bed. Have a good stream. Your Kavera video was great, by the way. Oh, thanks for watching it, buddy. Appreciate that, Space Boy. Yeah, keeper. Anything where we can draw lots of cards and have a planet land in our opening hand is pretty good. Okay. So if it's red-based aggro, we just need to go fast then and try and hit combo as fast as possible. I think we'll get rid of an Exile, because we need to start arming Analyze the Pollen. Ugh. Alright, this is a very dangerous opener from our opponent. Okay, that's one thing we can bring out. Not ideal, if I'm being honest. Anything but lands would be pretty swell for us. Because we could be dead next turn here. Oh boy. Yeesh. Lynx, oh, that has to be counted. So I guess we just have to pray for Kona off the top here. Well, that's not happening, I guess. Too many lands. There's Omni. Alright, well, we know what our opponent's on now, so that gives us a big up. We take the Tutel. We cut a stock up. And... only one less Dragonstorm, I guess. I'm trying to experiment with what I cut. The turtles are crucial, and so is unauthorized exit. We need that interaction. Super important. Well, this is combo. And we can get the tap land in safely too. So worst case scenario, we bring in a Meringue River region on turn 4, I guess. And we'll take an island. I'll play the tap land this turn. And if Consult the Star Charts could find a... Consult the Star Charts can find an Omniscience, we win the game here. Otherwise, we can really slow him down. So we'll take a bit here. This is where going first is such a difference. I'd be on like 5 health if I wasn't going first. Neither of those are a Omni. So I guess we'll take the counterspell. And we'll send those back since they don't have haste. Should slow him down a little bit. And then he has to get through a 6-7. There's Nemesis. So we'll take 3 from Nemesis here. I'm not too bothered by that. Meringue River Regent can come down again. And we'll make him waste his mana. We'll make him literally play the same turn again. And Turtle can come in and soak some damage. Should be game here. Lynx, easy counterspell for us. And then we just stun the mouse to win. Alright. Another game like that, thanks. And we'll be pretty happy. I might swap a Dragonstorm out for a stock up, because stock up gives us enough, like, it gives us the card selection we need. It's, like, super important in this matchup, in my opinion. We're only going to get, like, a turn to really find the cards we want, and we want to see as many as possible. Plus, we don't have anything else in the 3 slot, so... aside from Cultivate on the Dragon, but we rarely do that. Anyone else think this dragon looks like a turkey? The turkey dragon? I can't be the only one, right? This is like the raw chicken you find in the supermarket dragon. Behold, a 0-5 for 1. What are you gonna do now, buddy? He's gonna Magebane Lizard me. Sure. Raw chicken. Tell me it doesn't. It's just the raw chicken. I don't mind taking one. I'm gonna cut the shock. I want untapped lands, first and foremost. We have to block Hired Claw here because it can buff itself. Yeah, awesome. Slow turn from our opponent. We love to see it. There's a tap land. But we don't have Kona. We'll chill. Getting the tap land in is pretty important. We need to do it at some point. We could have got the tap land in with next turn. Ugh, that is annoying. If he goes to combat here, yeah. Alright, so we send the Hired Claw home here. We don't want to take the extra damage it'll deal. Alright, Kona on the top, please. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to keep that. What am I doing next turn? Is the question I need to ask myself. I think we do. We're going to play for Bloomvine Regent, I think. Oh, it still triggers that. Of course it does. Opponent's just tickling us, and the turtle is just doing his job. There's a little turtle that could. So this will go get a land. We take one to do this, but at the end of the day, Bloomvine Regent coming in gaining us life is going to be really important. Alright, no attacks. He's just going to zap me? Sure. So Bloomvine Regent is going to be important because it's going to gain me 3 life, and then I can play Meringue River Regent with it. Alright, we need to keep the damage down. Send that home. Surveil 1. I'd like to surveil a land. No thanks. This is like the slowest aggro deck I've ever seen from an opponent. Go, turtle, go. Oh, nice. Okay, so we'll name Dragon. Let's gain some life. And then next turn, if Bloomvine Regent can stick on the board, we're in a really strong position. We're just going to win the old-fashioned way, with big creatures. Alright, 1-drop. Not too bothered by that. He's just looking for damage, I guess. So this might seem counterintuitive, but I'm not going to block with Bloomvine Regent because letting him get the damage here is more important than losing. Like, Bloomvine Regent... If I lose Bloomvine Regent here, I'm not too happy. My concern there is he kills Regent. We'll name Beast, I guess. Gain another bit of life. Send Bastronaut home. Send Magebane Lizard home, I guess. Like, sending Hired Claw home is a bit redundant here. Because he'll just play them for 1 and attack with the Magebane Lizard. Alright, that's better. We might attack with the Regent specifically here. Put him on a clock. So there's Nemesis. Aegis Turtle is going to do the needful and just block it. Screaming Nemesis forever. So Aegis Nemesis is actually Screaming Nemesis' arch enemy. Like, he can't do anything about that. Would love a dragon here. Okay. I think we get Kona here, don't we? Oh, I was meant to discard the exile. Foolish. Oh, that was a mistake. Hopefully we survive. So what happens next turn? This is going to be big. Alright. His win con here is going to be the deal 5 damage to target creature without flying, but we can counter it. So we just need to survive this turn. Burnout Bastronaut is going to be big. I think I counter this. I'm more scared of taking 1 damage here than anything else. So this is going to deal 4. So we block here. And this deals 4 damage. Mana efficient creature that can actually block. I know. Hold on. Use your brain. Use your noggin, Ben. I lose to strike. It just does not matter what I do here. Ah, poop. I shouldn't have countered the Blizzard. If he puts the mana into the Bastronaut... Oh no, I don't lose to strike. Because he has to spend the mana there. If I lose to deal 5 to creature without flying. Oh. We're all good. Oh. It's kind of weird they abandoned walls as something they print. Yeah. I mean... Is there... I mean, there was a wall in Foundations also. There we go. GG. We beat our bad matchup. We love to see it. They only print 2 mana 3/3s that can attack on some condition for limited. Yeah, true, hey. What was the one in... There's one in Karlov. There's one in Ixalan. Yeah. Or they give you the Bloomburrow one, where it's just 2 green pips for a 2 mana 3/3. And that was like... They put one in most sets. Yeah, true. What was the one in Edge of Eternities? Is it like like you can't attack unless you've like warped a creature or a creature's left the battlefield or something? Like 2 mana 3/3 with set mechanic. Can't attack unless set mechanic. That sounds good. Alright, we're playing the red aggro train again, but we're on the play this time. We'll just look for cards. Looking for lands. Lands, lands, lands. Everything to do with lands. I was waiting for them to put a creature with defend and actually block for years. To build a Wingmantle Chaplain deck in Standard. Oh, that sounds sick. You'll get your day, don't worry. Is it Wall of Omens a new card, or is that a reprint? Because that was printed in Foundations. Is that a new wall? I don't think it is it? Yeah. Let's look for a card. Draw a card now. That's 1. Analyze the Pommet can do it too. Alright, we should be good for combo next turn. If opponent taps out... Which I think he's smart enough here not to tap out, guys. Hold on. Opponent is smart enough to not tap out. I can't believe this. And instead, I'll just pass on him. And we'll probably double unauthorized exit those Hired Claws. Holy hell, that is a lot of Soulstone Sanctuaries. I'll leave that on top. Just gotta take his clock back a turn or two. So the Firebrand swings. Does he pass on us? We'll see. I think he'll play one Hired Claw, right? Because it looks like we're playing for a turn 6 win here by counterspell protecting Kona if he doesn't tap out. Yeah, okay. He is playing like a smart player does. So instead, we'll analyze the pollen. And go get a land. Probably get a green land. Just for a little bit of color variety. And then we'll pass. What we probably have to do is Meringue River Regent on his end step here for the last land we need. And that'll come alive. That means we take 4 next turn, putting us down to 7. I don't think he can pull out the 7 damage he needs next turn. So I think we can have game here. Or at least we'll get a chance at combo here. Alright, Hired Claw. So that gives him only 1 chance to deal with Kona. Because he only has 1 colored source of mana now. So we really need to hit an untapped land here. None of those are untapped lands, game. Alright. Oi, 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 dude. Well. That's that's an unfortunate bit of variance, I think. Yeah, even he knows. So this is how much damage we're looking at. This is... Oh, yeah, it's lethal. Because that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can just play the Hired Claw to get him there. Oh, hello. There's the untapped mana source we needed. I guess we just go for it. Like, I'm checkmated here. I have to just hope he's bluffing a lightning strike. I think he's got one, though. Yeah. Alas. Alright, GG, buddy. That's rough. We could have beaten that if we just drew an untapped land. That is a feels bad right there. Turtle, please. Alright. We just got to do what we did again. In the mono red game we played just before. Do we think Cloud is, like, the most popular avatar in MTG Arena now? I feel like I see a Cloud every second game now. It's like Cloud... Sephiroth was on the Battle Pass, wasn't he? So, Sephiroth you don't see as much, but I do see him every now and again. But Cloud is, like, every second person. It can't just be me, right? Dude is like really thinking about that sideboard. Maybe he's like, I wonder what deck he is. Because that 1/1 goblin isn't too common. I don't feel like I see any avatar that frequently. You reckon? Because Cloud is like up there. I think I see Cloud nearly as much as Ajani. And Ajani is the default. Like, that's the one you get if you don't choose any avatar. I'm nearly done, by the way.
That's okay.
I also just use Ajani. Yeah, there you go. I feel like the Ajani community are just people who didn't want to choose an avatar. Don't want to bleed info pre-mulligan. I feel like that's one of the more fun parts, though. I like seeing a Chandra player and just knowing they're just playing red aggro. I can't keep this. This is a little better. We can beat a counterspell, but we need to find the planet. If we can find a planet land, we're Gucci, I think. We'll use Jason, play mono red. That's a big brain play right there. That's how you beat the people who are assuming. Alright, one planet land, please. And we are good. The Claw. I might send this home. If he plays another Hired Claw, I'll probably just immediately send this home.
You gonna scoop?
No. Send it.
Oh.
I'll send it to his hand.
Like,
oh, yeah, there we go.
Would you scoop?
No. That's gotta go.
So you're gonna send the claw home? Okay.
Yes. Firebrand.
Good lizard.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
He has been hired to annoy me.
Good.
We'll stock up. This is probably the only good turn we're going to get for a stock up here. There's a planet land. What's our second card going to be? Maybe the counterspell? Probably the counterspell. The annoying thing is we cannot play Lost in the Maze yet. Count on luck. Oh my god. Opponent is cooking. Cooking me, that is. Alright, he'll not tap out now because he'll respect combo too much. Because I can play Kona next turn and cheat something in. Oh, so many claws. That is annoying. He'll play the other one, I guess? No, he won't. Okay. So he's holding a lightning strike. Alright, I think what we have to do is Meringue River Regent here. Oh my god, please. Opponent, chill. Chill out, please. I'm begging you. He's just gonna warp that in, isn't he? Oh, he's just gonna hardcast it. Alright, then we counter that. And then we go for Kona next turn. That's surprise. Oh, right. Oh, I see the mistake he made. He thought he was warping it, but you can't warp it from exile. You have to pay the full cost. So he just slammed it down thinking that... That's actually really unfortunate for him. Alright, sure. Appreciate the unnecessary behold, asserting dominance. I just need him to know what's coming, you know? We actually got bailed out by that, by opponent not realizing that that's not how that works. Oh, maybe I should have done count on luck. Though he's going to get so much free damage if I don't deal with the hired claws. So Annihilation here actually doesn't deal with River Regent. Oh, Nemesis. God. That is unimaginably annoying. I have to let this through. Oh, I'm dead, no matter what I do here. Oh, that's a shame to die to that. Damn, 3 hired claws. Wait, you have lethal, brother? Yeah, there you go. So if I didn't block the Nemesis there for the record, he was going to put me to 1 and then just kill me with the Firebrand. Damn, we kind of got out-magicked there. Alright, though. That's probably a good spot to end on. We're very close to Mythic now, so chances are I'll probably hit Mythic overnight. I've got to go cook myself a nice meal, though. Thank you, everyone, for coming along. It was good to see you all again. And if you haven't already, hit follow. We're a new stream, finding our feet. And if you want to see more of what I'm doing, let me know with that. Otherwise, you can check out my channels and socials and all that. I don't really mind. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a little chat about what makes a good set versus a bad set. I'm going to compare Spider-Man to a lot of the really crappy sets. Wait, Spider-Man's the crappy set. I'm going to compare Spider-Man to what a good set actually looks like. For those of you who are wondering why Spider-Man collector booster boxes went from $1,200 to $400. But yeah, look forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Till then, see you then, guys. Bye-bye.